Strava, Executive Editor of Wine Enthusiast magazine. Since 2007, the bestsellers division of the Great Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company, also known as A&P, has succeeded in making the shopping for wine, beer, and spirits every bit as enjoyable as drinking them. Founded by Joshua Wesson 14 years ago as an independent Manhattan-based retail concept, Bestsellers soon distinguished itself through its creative, consumer-friendly approach to selling high-quality value wine. By the time it was acquired in 2007 by A&P, Bestsellers had extended its concept to a chain of shops extending from Boston to Washington, D.C. Today, Bestsellers at A&P has grown to 39 locations in the Northeast Corridor, 10 of which are branded Bestsellers. Much of the company's success is due to Wesson's unique vision and ability to think outside of the box. The former award-winning sommelier and wine and food pairing expert is dedicated to taking the mystery out of wine education and appreciation, organizing wines intuitively by style and cuisine. For its focus on demystifying wine, for offering value and education in an inviting atmosphere, and for embracing new trends in wine promotion, Wine Enthusiast is pleased to honor Bestsellers at A&P as our Retailer of the Year. And now you'll see what I mean by thinking outside of the box.
Hi, I'm Joshua Wesson, founder of Bestsellers. Welcome to our store. Let me take you on a tour. We do things a bit differently here, trying to make shopping for wine, beer, and spirits every bit as enjoyable as drinking them. And in order to do that, we've designed the store to be incredibly easy to navigate. And we pick only the best values and the best tastes in the best bottles. As I said, everything we do here is designed to make the shopping experience simple and easy. Merchandise wines and beers with meat or cheese, lay out our expensive wines in a very simple manner and describe each one in a conversational tone. The whole experience of shopping here is really nothing more than child's play. What do you have there? May I? Thanks. Tropicana, 2009. With pulp from Pensacola, an excellent choice. Every bottle is here for a purpose. It's here to exceed people's expectations. That's the way that we define value. And we're very, very rigorous in the way that we make our selections. I have a team of experts that spend almost all day going through and evaluating the different products that we're offered to find out which ones are best, and only the best make it to our shelves. Let me show you how we do it. We're proud of our selection process. We evaluate hundreds of bottles every week. First, we start by narrowing the field. Then we take those bottles and put them through a second tier. And then, the final decisions. Nicely done, Ralph.
Thank you, Josh.
We really needed a Prosecco. After we've made our selections, we try to get the best prices possible. And the way that we do that is by negotiating with our vendors. Our vendors are really our friends. We look at them as partners. And we work together to bring the best bottles at the best prices. Here we've got a salesman from R&R. I'm looking to get this narrow for $72 a case. Can you do that?
80.
I like the sound of 72 more.
Hello everybody, welcome to Wine Library TV. I am your host, Gary Vay.
We'll get there.
Chuck. And this is The Thunder Show, a.k.a. WLTV.
I know it's a bit of a cliche to say this, but customer service is our secret weapon. We go out of our way to train our staff to make sure they're courteous, professional, and above all, kind to our customers. Hey, Leah. How's it going? Good. We've been in business for over a decade. We've received accolades galore. Awards no bigger than this one. But it's never, ever changed us. We've remained remarkably true to our principles. We won't let things like this go to our head. We're all about the customer. We really have to remember that humility is the better part of being in business, and that's the key to our success. Thank you. Thank you from all of us at Bestsellers at A&P for this great award and this great honor. But most importantly, thank you for drinking lots and lots and lots.
I'd like to invite Josh Wesson to the podium to accept the award.
Thank you very much for this honor. Before I make a few short remarks, Adam asked me to remind you that all of the glassware tonight is available on page 17 of the Wine Enthusiast catalog. And the bread and butter baskets are on page 24. I thought, as I pondered this magical award, where the idea for bestsellers, which ultimately became bestsellers at A&P, came from, and it occurred to me, it was 20 years ago when I was doing an event with Robert Mondavi and Julia Child at the Boston Harbor Hotel. And it was a fundraiser, and it was an evening very much like this, black tie, very formal, and as many of you know, Julia Child likes to drink. And we had a reception, very much like the one we had upstairs. And she consumed numerous glasses of wine. And then we went down to have the dinner. And I was flanked on my left by Bob Mondavi and on the right by Julia. And Bob was just entering his dotage, but still very much a presence. And we sat down to the first course, and the glasses were poured, and three of us were up on the dais. And Julia grabs the glass of Mondavi Reserve Chard, and she hoovers it. She covers the microphone, and she says, "I don't really care much for this wine." And I said, "Julia, that's your opinion. But we're here before an august group, 500 people, tuxedo clad. It's a fundraiser. I think it's best that you keep that opinion to yourself." And she said, "Okay." They poured her another glass. She proceeded to drink this glass. She finished this glass. And then she turned to me and said, "You know, I don't think the oak is ever going to resolve in this wine." And I said, "You're probably right, but it doesn't matter because we're here for a different purpose." And she said, "Okay." They poured her a third glass. We proceeded to eat this little scallop with a beurre blanc, and she grabbed the third glass. She drank it down. She's had a couple of glasses of champagne, 3 glasses of Chardonnay. This time she forgets to put her hand over the microphone. She says, "You know, Josh, I think this wine tastes very much like, I think this wine tastes like shit." And 500 people stopped talking. Now, I realized at that moment, at that very moment, what my life's work would be. Because Julia taught me something, just like James Brown had taught me something. James Brown said, "Free your ass and your mind will follow." She taught me that night, "Free your tongue and your ass will follow." She was a woman who had the courage of her convictions, and she taught me to respect the fact that our palates are the only ones that matter. That what you taste is the most important thing when you sit at a table and you drink wine or beer or spirits. It's up to you to decide. And that really has informed what I've done at Bestsellers and at Bestsellers at A&P. To give people the tools to make decisions for themselves so they can free their tongues so their asses will follow. And for that and so much more, I thank Adam, I thank all of you, and I just want to say what an honor it is to be here. Thank you very, very much.